Okay, so you clearly scared me with your raw diet episode. So tell me honestly if kibble is safe for dogs or pets in general.
So, no, kibbles are not always bad. There are good brands and then there are the decent or bad brands. So, good brands are the ones which offer a complete and balanced diet. And they mention that it's a complete and balanced diet. And they're also good as an added benefit because they're very convenient, they're very affordable, they're very easy to store, and they make life so much easy in our busy schedule because we don't really have to think much about it.
But with so many brands of kibble out there, how do I know which brand do I choose for Bubbles or my pet?
Okay, so here are a few things which you usually need to check. Like there's a checklist of sorts to probably go through before you can finalize on which pet food brand you're going with. So first would be a named source of protein. Like are they just mentioning meat or are they mentioning what source of meat? Is it fish? Is it chicken? Is it lamb? Is it turkey? Or what else? So are they really mentioning the source of protein or are they just mentioning that, source from meat? Then the next thing would be have they mentioned if it's complete and balanced, especially according to the life stage of your dog or your cat. If it's a puppy or a kitten, if it's a growing dog or a cat, if it's a senior dog or a cat, if it's neutered or not, or the life stage that they're at. Have they mentioned if it's a complete and balanced diet based on that life stage and the guidelines that they're following? So there are different guidelines which a lot of companies follow. So you can check for guidelines like, for example, AFCO guidelines. That's AAFCO. So you can just check if they're following those guidelines or not, if they've mentioned that on the pack or not. You can check if they have a vet nutritionist on board, because then that would mean that they actually invested in it and they're not just doing it for time pass and uh, trial and error and seeing what works and what doesn't. They actually have a certified vet nutritionist on their board and they're sure about their formulations, they're sure about the research that's going into it. They actually care about your pet and not just about what they're making. And of course, there are a lot of resources online about what kind of research goes into it, where the facility is, the manufacturing unit, where it is, how many pets they've tried and tested it on first, are there any clinical trials that they're running on the food, what other research is being conducted during the formulation, after the formulation, during the packaging, at different stages, all of that, and how renowned is the brand in the market. So I guess if you're looking at all these things and then deciding which brand to go with or what to select, then you're pretty much set and you're doing a good job at it.
So you're basically saying I can feed Bubbles kibble, but I just need to be picky on which one I feed her and do my research on it?
Exactly. So it's all about the research that you're putting into it. It's all about the research that the pet food company is putting into it to decide if the kibble brand is safe for your pet or not. It's not like kibbles are bad. I know there's so much negativity on the internet about kibbles and about commercial diet. I think most of it is because of preservatives. But see, that's the thing, okay, about preservatives. It's like preservatives are two types, okay? One is the natural preservatives, which would include things like vitamin E or rosemary extract, and then there are the chemical ones. So those are definitely the ones which you need to look out for, or those are the ones which are very controversial in the market. But in case your pet food brand uses natural preservatives, then there's no harm there at all. It's absolutely safe to use for your pets, has no side effects of any sort, and they can actually have some benefits as well. So yeah, I think to end, I'm gonna say you can definitely feed Bubbles or your other pets kibbles as long as you're sure about the brand and you've done your background research on it.